Hi, welcome to this YouTube channel. You can call me KG. And in today's video, I want to talk about hair care, hair journey from an African man's perspective. And before we get started, I feel like I owe you an introduction because you probably don't know who the fuck this is. You can call me KG. Like I said earlier, I'm from Africa. I live in an African country right now. You are welcome to guess where, but I'm not going to tell because I just don't have to. I am really passionate about hair. I This is just something that I enjoy talking about. That's is just my thing. So today I just want to have a chat with you about my hair journey as an African person and as a man as well. I feel like as soon as you have this heritage, hair is a big part of your journey, which is what we are going to be talking about, specifically mine. When I was younger, I just assumed for some reason that black men or African men did not grow hair, and that just shaped my reality for a very long time, which I only shed when I started living on my own a few years ago. I started just questioning a lot of things and asking myself, why do I have this belief? Because it actually does not make any sense that a man cannot grow their hair. I mean, most of the men around me, I just did not have an example of a man who had hair, and even the women when I was growing up had jerry curls, weaves, and straightened their hair. So curly hair was just not very much around. It was in my early 20s that my belief about what my hair is and what my hair could be changed. And it's also when I really got synced in the natural hair. I wouldn't say like community, just content in general, right? I was watching a lot of videos about how to grow your hair in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 1 month, 10 inches, 15 inches. You know how it is in this game. Everybody is growing hair so fast. You feel like something is wrong with you. But I basically started my hair journey with doing twists with extensions, because if anything, one thing I understood is that I needed to protect my hair all the time. And if I had to choose between the options that I had, extensions sounded great. Why not? Very low maintenance, quite affordable. So I went with that. And when I had extensions in my hair, my routine was really interesting because at that time I was still learning a lot, right? Trialing, making mistakes, trying to understand how my hair works, how it reacts to products, hair porosity, density, all the hair type, right? All the keywords. I would twist my hair in extensions, keep them for a month, and take them down, detangle, wash, condition, deep condition. So that's really just how I maintained my hair for the longest time. And in between, like braiding my hair, I would leave it out using like wash and goes, right? And that worked for me for a while until it didn't. I just felt that using extensions just irritated my scalp a lot. So I stopped using added hair altogether, and then I started doing more um, protective styles with my own hair, cornrows, wash and goes, but mostly cornrows or doing twists like I have now. And one thing about my hair is that it is going to shrink. Like, I love my hair, but this is just one of its characteristics. It is going to shrink, and this is fussy hair. It shrinks. My hair shrinks like 80% of its length. Right now, my hair comes at least down here, but look at where it stops. Do you get that? That is just how my hair functions. So for the longest time, I could not do this hair because I felt like my hair was too short, right? And I just did not enjoy it. So I'll do more cornrows on blown dried hair. That's how I would braid it, and that worked for me for a very long time. There came a point where I just started facing challenges with my hair, especially the longer it grew, in terms of self image, perception, and how other people reacted to my hair. Thankfully, I did not grow up as the kid that was hidden at home, did not have the right to do anything. No, I grew up with a certain amount of freedom that I had the privilege to bring into my adult life. So when I started growing my hair, obviously there were opinions, but nobody started doing some nonsense because I had hair. And I think having the distance between where I lived and where home was helped a lot because I could just do it and not care. And I am not the type of person who is going to take a style down because you said something about it anyways. I'm not that type of person. So guess um that kind of shaped my journey with my hair. But the other challenge that I just realized recently that I was facing was hair dysmorphia because I suffered from something that I feel like if you have natural hair, you have probably faced this before, hair dysmorphia, hair comparison. And the place where I used to go and do my hair, it was a very interesting experience because I went with a friend. That's like one example. I went with a friend so often, so our hair were usually compared. I have very tight curls. He did not have curls as tight as mine. They were a little bit more like stretched. So my hair was always the one that was difficult to deal with, difficult to detangle, difficult to do this and that. So that contributed a lot to how I felt about my hair. And then there was this one instance where I went to get my hair washed, and after the washing, this stylist just put a towel on my hair and started drying it out. Like I kind of froze for a minute because by that point, that was not how I cared for my hair. I did not use regular towels to dry my hair. So I just kind of froze there, hoping for the best. And when she was done, which just lasted like maybe 1 minute, I just knew and I was right. The tangles and the knots after that towel passed by were, gosh, I still think about it today. So I suffered from that, and it just got to a point where I just did not want to deal with my natural hair anymore, and I decided to lock it. but I did not lock it with the proper intentions that I think you should have when you lock your hair. So eventually, I was going through a spiritual awakening, if you will, a transition, if you will, and I wanted to become a better version or a better version of myself. Obviously, you have heard this before, but I think it is very real. Becoming somebody that you know you have the potential to be. We all have that person in our head who you know you have the potential to be. That is who I wanted to be, and I knew who that person was. And there were a few habits at that point that I wanted to kick. For instance, smoking was one of them. I used to like be addicted to cigarettes, and during that transition and becoming the person that I knew I wanted to be, it did not match. So I just had to cut the habit out. I changed my eating habits to a more healthier way of relating to food and processing food. And finally, when it came to my hair, I believe that hair holds memories. It holds um energy. So before I become who I am now, I needed my hair to be gone because it was the one thing that was still keeping me attached to who I was. So it had to go, and it was just like an internal feeling. If you've cut your hair before, you probably have had this intense feeling of letting go. So I did just that, sat in that barber shop and just said, I want to cut it. I want to cut it. And we did. I removed my hair and got a very low trim, which was the symbol of the new me, which enabled me to be a better me. So from that point, my hair journey became different because now I was armed with experiences from the past and new knowledge that I brought to my current journey. So let's talk a little bit about my current beliefs about my hair and what I do to my hair now. So when I cut my hair, my go-to style was co-washing because every day it was just about hydration. I would just hydrate my hair every single day in the morning, drench it in water. It's the Anthony Dickens method. I drenched my hair in water, put conditioner in it. After rinsing, then I just moisturize with some shea butter and oil that I make. I make my own hair products right now. Like I don't use any store bought nothing. I actually do. I do use store bought conditioner, but that's as far as it goes. That's just one method of maintaining my hair, which I use for like the first 6 months of my hair growth journey, and it was amazing, the results. Like my hair was always moisturized, always in the best condition. It just felt good. One other thing that I do now when it comes to cleansing my hair is that I only use natural products or natural things that I make. For example, I do not shampoo my hair. I don't do that. I have an oil shampoo technique, which is an ancestral technique that I use to cleanse my hair, which um, I feel great about that. I do not care about what anybody has to say about that, because it's my hair. I do what I want and I do what works for me. Then, as you can see now, I mean, I still keep the same routine when it comes to like moisturizing. I moisturize my hair every day with water and oil. But don't condition that much anymore. Still use the same shampoo method, but now I kind of like to use like this twists that I do myself. That was also one decision that I made, that when I started my hair journey, the salon is over. I do my hair my own, and like you can see, it is definitely not perfect, but I just did it enough to be comfortable with the result, and that's it. Who said? When was it written somewhere that when you do your hair, it has to be parted this way? Then that is what is also causing your fraction alopecia, because you are parting so much. You want clean sections all the time. So now your hair stops growing in specific. Please, you are not doing that over here. So yeah, that's just how I take care of my hair right now. And my hair goals are very simple. I just want to grow my hair organically as long as it gets. Um, I just want to leave it alone. So as you can see, this is how I maintain my hair like 90% of the time right now, and I feel good about it. Good about how far my hair has come and where we are at right now. I do hope that this is a conversation that is helpful to some of y'all. I think you will definitely get to know me a little better in the next ones to come. I don't know how often I'm going to be posting, but I can tell you that I'm very serious about my money. So probably once a week, let's see. I'm going to share more about um the specific things that I do to my hair, the products that I make. This brings me to the end of my first video on this channel. If you are here, make some noise. But more seriously, thank you so much for listening. If you've made it until this, I mean, until the end, I talked a lot, had a lot to get off my chest. So thank you for sticking around. Don't hesitate to engage, leave a like, a comment, and show me some support, some love. And see you next time. Thank you.